one of them and talk to you about what's going on in the community. I don't want to take a lot of time this morning with updates. Most of you get our newsletter and know what's happening in our office. We're excited about some of the progress we're making on some of our key projects. We're up to our 700 trees planted in a year and a half since we started our 1,000 tree initiative. We're very excited about that. But for all of you who have been waiting, we expect to break ground on the dog park in the next month or so.
Yay!
The contract has been signed. They're doing the final construction documents. It's been years and people have been waiting and waiting and waiting, but we got the park construction starting. It should open. It's really, the truth is, unless the rains are really heavy, construction for a dog park is only 3 or 4 months. So by the spring, early next spring, we'll have a brand new, the very first dog park in the city of in District 4.
So where's it going to be located?
So it's at the old fire station location right next to the Berryessa district office, Berryessa maintenance yard, at the edge of Penitencia Creek Park along Piedmont Road. There'll be a small parking lot, but most people will walk to that park, and there will be 2 big and small dog spaces for it. So we're excited about that. And the 2 parks over at the Mercado area where the new Safeway is are under construction and will be open by, I think, May, if things continue to go well. Looks like they're making good progress over there. We're working really hard with the mayor on several initiatives, and this week we have a new initiative on catalytic converters to try to close some loopholes that prevent the city from being able to cite people who they catch with catalytic converters, but they were searching for other things. So in other words, people would be caught on a traffic stop, they'd find stolen catalytic converters, but we couldn't cite them for that because that was not in the ordinance. So we're creating an ordinance, the mayor and I are working on that next week, to allow us to be able to catch people with stolen catalytic converters. We've already made a huge improvement on catalytic converters because the city did go after the kind of people above the thieves. The thieves are one thing, but it's the people who are buying the catalytic converters that are an issue. And we've cited a lot of them and closed down a couple of them, and that's made a big difference. I think there's been a reduction in the city in catalytic converters over the last year. The other thing that's, of course, on everybody's mind is fireworks. And this week when I was at the state League of Cities board meeting, I talked with the lobbyists there about working with the Attorney General to crack down on the flow of illegal fireworks in from neighboring states. The big issue is not, we can do what we want here, but as long as there's this open flow from Nevada particularly of large amounts of fireworks that are then distributed and sold here in the city, it's a losing battle. So we're working on some bigger policy statewide to try to get that taken care of. We also, as you might know, just had a bill that San Jose's been sponsoring for the last few years to put in speed cameras to try to keep our roads safer and prevent people from speeding. And so that was finally signed by the governor this year, allowing us to put in about 50 speed cameras around the city. We're working now with communities to figure out where they're going to go and what are the right streets for them, as well as figure out what the most dangerous intersections are in the city to put them in. The law doesn't take effect till January, so we can't start until January. At that point, we'll begin to get the funding and hope that by the end of the year, we'll have those cameras installed next year.
Oh, good.
So those are some of the things that are happening. We have, in terms of events coming up in the next few weeks, we have a pajama drive that we've put on in our office every year in December to give to our students of need in the Berryessa and Orchard school districts. We are collecting those clothes at the old Berryessa school district office. And then maybe the new district office as well. So if you have any pajamas to donate, you can do that. It's information's in our newsletter about how to do that. And in 2 weeks, we'll have a giveaway event where we give them to the students. On December 14th is our Christmas in the Park District 4 night. We're going to have students from Piedmont Middle School, Piedmont Hills High School, some other groups, plus Orchard Middle School is performing this year. We're very excited about that. I think those are the most important things that are happening. The other thing, of course, is that today we have our largest dumpster day up at Piedmont Hills High School. We have 16 dumpsters out there. Last time we were there, we filled a city record 22 dumpsters 18 months ago. So in order to be better prepared, we made sure we had more dumpsters to start the day, and we've actually had a very efficient process this year, and we think we've collected over 20 tons of garbage already. So I'm not going to stick around after I finish, and we're going to head back over there. The mayor's there with me this morning, so I'm going to go back over and be with him up there. So thank you all. I'll take a couple of questions and then I'll head out.
I wanted to thank you for your participation. So anybody have a question for David Cohen? The only thing that I had question on is two things. Two is we're wanting if we can get your advocacy in order to help with a automatic license plate reader. And the other thing that I was wanting to talk to you about, has there been any progress relative to the unprovoked attack that occurred in Penitencia Creek Park?
Yeah, so on the first question on ALPR, I saw your email this morning, which I didn't read yet, but I saw that it came in, so I'll find out exactly what your progress is. ALPRs are a great tool to catch people who are already in the system. They're not necessarily great tools to stop crime in neighborhoods, but they're good for if somebody comes into this neighborhood who's already a known offender and we have a license plate, it can trigger a response. They're very good for that. If your neighborhood is, as we know, your neighborhood's willing to spend the money to install it, I've been talking to the police department and asked them to be supportive and work with you. And it's really a matter of coordinating with them, but we'll certainly be available to help with that coordination if need be.
All right.
Talk with the police captain. There hasn't been, I have no update. They're still working. They have some leads as far as I know, but again, they don't talk to the public or even me about what's happening in their investigations. As many of you know, police investigations can take months. I'm very proud of our police department with its like over 90% success rate on closing criminal investigations. And so I'm optimistic that they're going to be successful here as well, but I don't have any more information to share at this point.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much.